Hi everyone, good morning. It's Mommy Guayo here. And today we're going to talk about my eldest daughter, Aaliyah. That's going to be my vlog today. Um, it's about her and how I got her in my life. And I know so many people can relate to the story, so that's why I really want to share it on YouTube. I mean, it's such a common commodity in our lifestyle. And really our family, even though it's not a traditional family, it is a traditional family now. The families now are not traditional. Now they're blended. Now they're mixed. Now they're integrated. Now they're interracial. Now they're, there's so many different types of families, members raising families and family, grandkids or nieces and nephews. And so we definitely have a unique but common kind of situation here. So my husband and I have been together for a long time. We had some, I guess, disagreements or whatever. And so I really wanted to have a life with him and stuff. And he was kind of young and dumb in the street and stuff. So I broke up with him and I decided, you got to grow up a little bit. And I really want to be with you, but it's serious business. And so we separated. For me, I always loved him, and it was for the intent of getting back together. But over the years, we had an almost 3-year breakup. It seemed we would never be together. It seemed that maybe he had forgotten that I really wanted to be with him and the love I had for him. And I ended up a month or two after breaking up with him, pregnant with Aaliyah. So I was pregnant with Aaliyah. I didn't know it was Aaliyah at the time, but I got pregnant, and I was very shocked because I was with my husband for 3 years, and then I'm with this guy for just a few months, and I ended up with this beautiful baby. So the interesting part is, even though I cried a lot because I was so sad and wanted to be with my husband, the baby part growing inside me, I wasn't sad. I was very happy and excited, and I fell in love with her the moment I saw the baby stick. So, it's my first baby. I just felt it's not with the love of my life, but who would have known? It is with the love of my life now. So interesting. But anyway, so I was 18 years old, and it was around Thanksgiving time, and I find out I'm pregnant, which is so appropriate. Being grateful for having a life inside me. It also was the hardest time to come out to my family, though. It was holidays. I didn't know what to do. I was young. I was still at home. I had not finished school yet because I failed the year because I was just so in love with my husband and didn't want to go to school. So I had a crazy time about that. And so I actually was still in high school at the time. So my share is the struggle of finding out you're pregnant when you're young. So when I found out, I was excited. Obviously, you have to break it to your family, though, and your friends. And obviously, they didn't really know the guy. And so not many people were very fond of me getting pregnant. And many people didn't want to talk to me. And many people even told me to abort, start new. I don't know the guy. I might as well do it. I love my husband right at the time. So why should I have this baby? And so I thought it was pretty interesting how easy people just want to erase their problems. Little disclaimer, I know I'm not going to judge anyone, but a disclaimer is I am not pro-abortion or pro-death penalty. I believe that God is the only one that can take a life. That's just me. I'm really not into guns and stuff like that either. I feel like, I don't know, I'm very faith-based. I'm not religious. But I am very faith-based. So I just feel certain things, and I'm very adamant and passionate about certain topics. So we will get into those things in my trending section and political stuff and stuff like that. It might get ugly in that section, I guess, because people tend to really take things personally, but that's for another video. But I was kind of being attacked personally. I was told to abort. I was told, I ruined my life. I was told all these things. And that goes to tell you about, loving going back to my video the other day about loving on one another and loving your family members, whether you agree or not with the decisions that happen. Something's already done. You can't change it. You can't take a baby out the belly. You cannot change something that you did, a mistake you did. You can change the outcome of it, right? I personally don't feel like she was a mistake, but I'm just making a broad comment of other mistakes that you may have made in your lifetime. And you're not defined by your mistakes or that one thing I did. I'm not defined by it. But in the moment, many people get so emotional and riled up by it that they start talking down to you and criticizing you. So that happened to me, and I felt so sad. I was very close to a lot of people that treated me like this. Even my best friend was like, how could you do this? You know, it wasn't like, oh my God, that's so awesome. You know, we're going to be here for you. Those reactions weren't there. So all I know is I was really excited that this new little baby was growing inside me, but not many people were. So not only did I feel alone with that, I felt sad because I wasn't with my husband at the time. And then I just felt sad thinking of my daughter and, you know, is this how she's going to come into the world? Is this how she's going to be represented in my home and my family? I did not want that for my child. So, what I just decided was I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to keep my daughter. I'm going to keep her. I'm going to try my hardest to fight for her and to do what I need to do for her. I mean, obviously, 12 years later, I have hardly had any help with my children. We've been very blessed to take care of our own children, despite a few little months or with maybe a year in total. And she's 12. So, I mean, at the time, at 18, 19 years old, I did not think it was possible to even raise such a wonderful child. But knowing that I had the knowledge, because I was the oldest of 6 kids, I felt I could take on the challenge, and I did. And I will tell you that instead of feeling depressed and sad that I had aborted, I feel so happy that I get to see this beautiful child grow up and be able to guide this wonderful kid and be able to help her in her lifestyle and in her life, sorry. So I just wanted to send a little video, you know, just to show the beginning of me, my first pregnancy, the scare, the betrayal, the feelings on it, and my decision, and why I, at a young age, didn't decide to abort, and why at a young age, I felt like if I was handed this challenge or this blessing, why wouldn't I want to do the best I can with it and try to make my life the best it could possibly be? And honestly, that's what I did, and we'll go more into her journey and the struggles we went through. This is only number one. Obviously, I was a young mom, so the struggles became more and more. And honestly, that's why I feel my daughter's so strong, and that's why I feel like I'm so strong. Because when you go through things, all it does is sharpen your edge and make you stronger and get you more, you know, intelligent and experienced. And I feel with that, that's why my family is so great. I feel that this little girl, the reason why I'm a mom, the reason why I'm a parent, the reason why I love having children is because of her. And I feel like if she was different, maybe I wouldn't be like this. But having such a wonderful kid, and a kid who's your partner and who's everything to you, I think it's the most beautiful thing in the world. And I wouldn't change it for having my diploma or finishing school or having a degree or maybe having a house now, because I'm sure all this was affected when I got pregnant years ago. But I like what I have. I love what I have. And be proud of what you have. And even if people are so gun-ho about, oh, you're not supposed to get pregnant now, or oh, you're supposed to get pregnant now, or this or that, you know, people always have their ideas about when and how and what you're supposed to do. Do you? Make your decisions. If you're pregnant young, you can do it. My aunt was pregnant at 16. She can do it. My dad had me at 17. He wasn't the best dad for me, but he now is very successful and, raises another set of kids fine. And I feel like getting pregnant young is not bad, but it makes your life a little bit harder. And the only other cool thing is you're kind of growing up with your kid. So I feel like if I would have done my life over, I feel like I would not change a lot of stuff. Even though I struggled in those times, I don't want to change it because it is why I am who I am, and it is why my life is what it is because of the blessings I have, and even the mistakes I've done, and even the life I've had in the past. So it makes me who I am. It makes my children who they are. And I'm very proud of what I have. I'm sure many people are. So please do not be discouraged if you feel like you're young and you feel like you're pregnant and you feel like you can't do it. There's many people out there that will probably help you more than you think. Sometimes the people that are supposed to help you don't, which is a shock. But again, going back to one of my vlogs, find your circle. Find your circle, find your support system. Then anything is possible. Make sure that if you don't want to abort your child, or you want to keep your child, or you want to make sure you make your life on your own and don't listen to others, you can do that. You can. And there's ways, and there's light at the end. There's resources, there's programs, there's so many things out there. If anyone has any questions about being a young mom, or how I did my resources or got insurance or made sure all the things I needed, food and milk and everything, you can always comment, please, and ask, and if you guys have any tips or want to add to how you felt when you were pregnant, or if you were a young mom, how you did it, or the reactions rather to your pregnancy, if you want to share that would be so amazing. I myself don't really know many young moms. I was the young mom. I'm actually one of the only people that have 3 children right now and am married. A lot of my friends are just getting married. I'm only 31 years old, and everyone else has a different kind of life, but I love mine. So thank you for listening. My eldest that I'm talking about is waking up for school, so I'm gonna get out of here and help my children get ready for school. But this is just a blog about my eldest daughter, about young pregnancies, and about prevailing. And I pray that your heart smiles today, and that you take this and maybe it'll encourage you to keep your beautiful baby.